Hi, Manny Patterson, DB for the University of Maine. First of all, man, thanks for joining us.
Definitely.
How's Media Day treating you so far?
It's been a great experience. You know, this is something that since my freshman year I've been seeing older seniors go to every year, and now it's finally my turn. It's a blessing just to be able to come back to my hometown, you know, put on for my team, you know, being one of out of the two players that they bring down here, you know. So it's a nice experience, getting all the love from the media, everything.
You know, I brought that up earlier. I feel like it's for you guys to be selected by your coaching staff to be one of the people to represent your school. It has to feel good. There has to be something special. How was that for you when you found out you were coming down here?
Oh, it's most definitely an honor. You know, you look at the decisions from the coach, and it makes you realize how much respect he has for you, not just as a player, but as a person, because you have to respect somebody as a person for them to be representing your whole team. So for him to pick me was, I told him, first thing I told him was thank you for picking me for this opportunity. So.
Well, I can tell you the respect is not just with him. It's nationally. It's from the outside looking in. I read the other day Athlon called you the epitome of Maine's black hole defense. Mm-hmm. First of all, what is the personality of the black hole defense? How did it become y'all's mantra? And secondly, as the leader, you know, or as the epitome of the unit, how do you try to inject your personality into that defense?
I feel like our personality all stems from the same thing, concerning the fact that we are all in Maine, and we all are always the underdogs. And we're always looked at. We're always not given, you know, the same treatments and everything as other schools. So for us when we actually put on them pads and go on the field, it's like this is the only thing that matters at the end of the day. So when you have the defense that's filled with guys that have such grit and hunger, and you put that all together, it just builds the perfect climate that you want to be in, especially for a defense. Go out there, each snap, and you just look to your right and left, and you just see everybody just with the same intensity. And I just try to bring my own swagger into the mix. Everybody just try to match it, just try to communicate on the field, talk, make sure we all have the same language. And that's the best way that we go out there and we compete as a black hole.
Where did black hole name come from?
It was before me. I came in, it was the black hole, so I was like, that sounds hard. I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna stick with it, yeah.
Agreed.
Especially because when we play, it looked like a black hole because we all swarming. It's like we all just coming together. All 11 heads at the ball. You know, one thing I'll tell a linebacker, I'll look over, I say, I'll meet you at the ball, you know, right before the snap. And 9 times out of 10, I'm meeting them at the ball.
There you go.
I like that.
Yep.
No active player at the FCS level can touch your 52 career pass breakups. That's impressive in and of itself that you're coming into the year with that kind of a number. What's more impressive to me, though, is on Saturdays, you have to assume that the team you're playing, they're coming in planning to avoid you.
Mm-hmm.
So they're coming in to avoid you, and yet you still have broken up that many passes. What is it that you see? What is it about the way you play that allows you to anticipate the game that way?
You know, a lot of people tell me, you know, oh, you're probably not going to get targeted that much this year. You know, teams are afraid of you. But if you go into the games with that mentality, you're going to end up playing lazy. You're just going to be out there like, oh, yeah, I'm the best. They're not even going to target me. Boom, 80 yard over your head. Now you're just sitting there with the dumb look. Nah. So each time I go in there, I just got to tell myself, each play that's ball is coming to me. Like, even if he giving me a run release, I'm sticking it like he about to do a release, you know. So that's how I got to take each snap, you know, with the same focus, same mindset. I can't let the postseason and preseason accolades get to my head. I just got to know how to stay hungry and humble as well. And I feel like that's the only thing that's been keeping me to be the player that I am today.
When you go 3-4 series maybe without seeing any action or any balls coming your way, does it get frustrating or annoying?
It gets frustrating a little bit, but one thing I love about my sideline is, you know, my sideline keeps me in the game too. Especially people on the sideline will be like, oh, they coming to you this play, Manny. I'll be like, you right, they are. And even if they not, I'm telling myself, you right, they coming to me. So if I'll go 3 drives with no action, you know, it get a little boring out there, you know, when you just not getting the action, but you also got to love the game and the process that comes with it. Because one thing about being a defensive back is patience. With everything you do, being your press technique, your pedal, everything is patience. So when it comes to the game, you're not getting the ball targeted to you. Patience. You just got to be patient. It's going to come. And when it do come, you have to make the best out of that opportunity.
Well, I mean, it goes without saying that you're one of the premier DBs, not just at the FCS level, but in the country. two guys from your league, not first round picks, but NFL draft picks last year. How much thought do you give to making it yet another DB from the CAA to get their name called next April?
When I see other people succeed in in the conference, and people that I feel like came from the same type of situation as me, and took the situation and made the most out of it, and lived out their dream to play in the NFL, it just lets me know I can do the same thing. I just got to stay humble and stay focused on the task at hand. And right now, the task at hand is getting through camp healthy and make sure everybody in camp knows what they're doing. So when that first game comes, we on go. So I feel like that's what gets it going.
That's a leader answer right there. That's why you're here.
Speaking of the next level, what guys in the NFL do you look up to, or are you watching film of and breaking down, trying to take something away from their game?
Right. I love studying Patrick Peterson, his patience at the line. Tavon Young for the Ravens. I work out with him when I'm back home training. His technique and everything, how he goes about his workouts, just makes me realize, this is an NFL type lift, and that's how I gotta attack everything I go at. Who else I looked at in the league? Jalen Ramsey, great cornerback. It's a lot, it's a lot of people in the league that I really look at. Xavier Rhodes, another great cornerback. I just like different. I like DBs that use different technique. With Xavier Rhodes, it's more his long arms. He's going to get you at the line. Patrick Peterson, his patience at the line. And one thing I try to learn from everybody in the NFL level, especially at DB, is getting your hands on the receiver early. Because you only had that 5-yard cushion to work with. So that's one thing. Just watching film and watching how they do it, I've been trying to implement into my game now early, so I can start doing that now. And in college, just getting my hands on it as much as possible during that first 5 yards.
That's phenomenal. So you guys go to the semifinals last year. Great year by all accounts, but plenty of talent back this year.
Correct.
Pretty lofty expectations. You being, kind of the face of the program, how are you managing those expectations within the locker room, and how are you trying to keep guys' eyes on the prize, so to speak?
Just make sure we aren't complacent. We made it to the semifinals last year, won the CAA championship. That's all cool, but there's still more work that needs to be done. Like you said, with me, it's the semifinals. Last time I checked, there's another stage after that we didn't get to. So I see it as that's just more opportunity that we can work on, and things that we can watch and film and come together, and not just say we're okay with what we did last year, but we got to strive to be better. One thing that Coach Nick has been implementing in the program is elevating the standard, because before the standards, I think, was just to beat UNH, beat the North, and win the CAA championship. Those were the 3 titles. But now we got to add win the big thing, win the natty in there. Because, there wasn't a standard before, but now we know we can get there. So just everything, all the trials and errors that we went through last year, and learning from them, and just trying to be better.
That was really the last thing I wanted to touch on with you. Obviously, y'all go through the coaching change. You've got the youngest head coach in Division I college football now leading your program. Elevate the standard becomes, your mantra, so to speak, going into the season. Is there a different feel to the program right now than what there was a year ago, and your trajectory? Does it feel like you guys are championship or bust almost?
No, I feel like it's more of a championship mentality now. I feel like that deep playoff run made us really realize what we could do, and it changed the mindset on a lot of people on the team. I can see it already, just how hungry we are, especially a lot of the older guys that, just getting that far and not being able to make it just left a nasty taste in our mouths. So being able to know that we still got one more year that we can come together and just do what we got to do. I was, like with the coaching changes you was talking about, I tell my teammates that no matter what, the coaches aren't the ones that's on the field with us. It's all of us, the person that's to your right, that's to your left, that you're going to have to depend on. Like the coaches are, no disrespect to the coaches, like they're out there and they're in the office making plays, calling the plays, up all night, but we the ones that have to do it. So I tell them, like, no matter what happens with these coaches, they're making business decisions. We're making life decisions, because they already have their life set up right now with their coaching. Like, we trying to advance our life right now, so we can't worry about decisions that they make to better their family. We got to worry about bettering our future family right now.
No.
Returning CAA champs, national semifinals, but picked 3rd in the preseason poll. Does that motivate you or drive you or feel slighted at all?
He's trying to put a chip on your shoulder.
Yeah.
That's just a testament to what it's like playing at Maine. You know, we win the CAA championship and ranked third amongst CAA teams, and one of the two teams we beat. So it's like, you know, no disrespect to them, but you know, me knowing my guys and the work that they put in, and especially all last season to be ranked third, it's a big blessing from being last year. I think we was ranked like what, 8th or something, 9th, something like that. So you know, going from that to being number 3, that's cool. But like I said, we a hungry team. Like we want more than that for sure.
Well, man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see that hunger play out on the field. We're locked in on Maine this year. We're looking forward to watching y'all play. Thanks very much for your time.
Yep. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Manny. Appreciate it.